Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do my March favorites. I'm a little bit late, yikes, but you know, I've been so busy. I've explained to you guys time and time again that this is my last semester of school and I've just been like non-stop on the go, and I have one more week, so I'm so excited. I feel so blessed. I feel so fortunate to have had this opportunity to just further my schooling, and now I'm going to be done, and I'm just so grateful for my family and my friends and my husband, of course, because I've been really testy these last couple weeks, and I feel like I've just been on edge because I've just been super overwhelmed with school. So that has, of course, put an effect on my filming. I haven't been able to do that, and I really miss it, and I wanted to do it. I just never have the time. Like, I just feel like I never have enough time to do anything. I'm just always like on the go. So yeah, so today I wanted to take the opportunity to film like for the majority of the day and kind of catch up. And yeah, so I'm gonna start off with my favorites. So enough ranting, and let's just jump into the faves. So for a while I was not buying makeup products, and I was bad during the Sephora VIB sale, and I bought a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about like things I purchased in a haul video right after this one. And I've just been using a lot of great things that were already in my collection, but I was really excited to try new things because I did wait like a couple months to expand my collection a little bit. And yeah, so with the things I've been loving, these are all old things, they're not new. They're just things that have been in my collection. I've been like, wow, this is great. So I've really enjoyed that part of it, but you know, it's always nice to get new stuff, of course. So yeah, I feel like I've just been ranting for like 2 minutes. Sorry guys. Okay, so the first favorites product I'm going to mention to you guys is one from Makeup Geek. I have been loving these foiled eyeshadows. I have every single color. I bought these when they first launched, and when I first got them, I really liked them. I thought the color payoff was incredible. I feel like she did such a great job with the formulation of them, and I just love the way they apply. The only downside about this product is that it can crease if you do not set your eyelids well. So if you are someone who is using this product and you have a problem with it creasing, just make sure that after you apply your eye primer, you set it with a powder, whether it be like a finishing powder or just a like skin tone eyeshadow. Set it, because this will crease if you do not set it. But I have not had any problems with creasing. I love the way they apply. This is actually what I have on my eyelids today. I have a combination of these two. They're very springy. And I feel like I've just been gravitating towards this palette because it's just got such great shades, especially for the spring months. I feel like they're just really nice colors to add into your like collection, and they're also really nice colors to incorporate in your looks because I feel like they just bring a lot of life, and they're colorful, but they're not over the top colorful, and I just love the way they glide on, and the pigmentation you cannot beat. So I will just show you like a few shades so you can get an idea. And this is just with my finger applying it. So you can see the color payoff is insane. Like, it's just so bright, and it applies to your lids so well. Like, look at that. That's just from one little swipe. So I've just been really enjoying this product. I've had it for quite some time, but I've just revamped it in my collection, and I've just been using it a lot. Like, I just find myself like looking for that palette, and I have new palettes that I haven't been using just because I've been wanting to use those foiled eyeshadows. So to me, that really said a lot, and I was like, you know what, let's just throw this in the favorites video because you've been loving it. So the next item I'm going to share with you is one from Hourglass. This is a little bit of a pricier product, but it's something that I feel like would really benefit so many people in their collections because it's just such an awesome product, and I feel like there's nothing like it pretty much on the market. And what I have is the Ambient lighting palette. This has 3 different setting powders. It has the colors Dim Light, Incandescent Light, Radiant Light. I do have Dim Light like in the pan, just the normal one without the other 2 shades, and I love it. Like, when I use this on my face, I just feel like it makes me look so healthy and so glowy, but in a very subtle way. It doesn't look like you're like highlight city. It just gives you the most like natural highlight, kind of like the highlight from within, like a very nice glowy look to your face. It kind of makes you look just like naturally radiant, and that's what I've been loving about it, and I've been gravitating towards it. You can use this shade for a really nice subtle highlight on the cheekbones, and I love these two for like setting underneath my eyes. And what I do is I do use a loose powder underneath my eyes, but when I brush away the loose powder, the excess, I usually mix these two together and use it to help dust it off, and it just gives you a really nice like warmth, light, kind of glowy look underneath your eyes, and I just love the way it sets. So I really enjoy this product. If you can find this one in particular with the 3 different shades, you'd be hitting the jackpot because it's pricey, but it's just such a great thing, and you get a nice selection of setting powders. So moving on from that, I'm going to talk about some lip products. So the first of which is going to be the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. I did mention this before in another video, a different shade that I had, but I did find another one, and this is the color Soft Spoken. And if you are someone who is like completely on board with the Kylie lip trends and like her nice lip colors, this is definitely a really nice color that kind of falls into that category and that color scheme, but it's a fraction of the price of ones you would pay at MAC or so on and so forth. And I bought this at Ulta, and I believe it was like $5, and they always have coupons. So it's definitely a bargain product, and I love the formulation. Like, this is one of my favorite lip products of all time, I have to say. I couldn't wait to try more when I got the first one, and they didn't really have a great selection. But this one, I was so happy I bought it because it is gorgeous. It's so nourishing on the lips. It goes on very pigmented, but it doesn't dry out your lips. And I love that about it because sometimes I feel like super dehydrated and my lips will look super dry. So if I'm wearing a drying product, it will stick into those dry patches and accentuate those dry lines in my lips. And I feel like this doesn't. It's just very moisturizing, and it stays on the lips for so long. This is actually what I have in my lips today, mixed with one other color, but it is just incredible. So if you have this in your Ulta, look at it because it is thebomb.com. So that right there is the lipstick, and you can see it's just such a gorgeous mauve nude that is just going to go with so many different looks. Like, definitely look into this. It's such an affordable product that you cannot go wrong with getting it. Like, if you don't like it, then like fine, whatever, your loss. But it is incredible. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Okay, so the next lip product I'm going to talk to you guys about is the NYX. This is the Lingerie. This is their liquid lipsticks that are completely matte. This formulation of lipsticks is also very good. Like, I am super impressed. I like the formulation of these NYX ones more than I like my Anastasia Beverly Hills formulation, and that's saying a lot because I go hard for Anastasia. But these liquid lipsticks are so nice because they're not overly dry. They dry matte, but they do not feel like they're super dry or like they're sucking all the moisture out of your lips when you apply them, which really said a lot to me about the product, because sometimes with matte lipsticks, I really have to go in with a really great lip moisturizer and moisturize the crap out of my lips before applying it, and I don't have to do that with this, so I love that. I wish they had a little bit more of a selection because I feel like they only have like very nude kind of colors, and I wish they had more colors that were like pops of color and maybe just more of a variety. Like, but I guess they just launched, so they're just getting their feet wet with the product. But I have it in 3 shades. I have Embellishment, I also have Push Up, and then lastly I have Corset. And as you can see, they're all just very nude tones, and I will show you them one by one. So the first one is Corset. This is a really nude shade. I feel like when I wear this, I haven't worn this one yet, I will have to use it with a lip liner because it's going to look like concealer lips on me. So you can see that right there. It's like at my skin tone. That is the color Corset. The next one is the color Push Up, which I really like. I also pair this with a lip liner because sometimes it can wash me out depending. But this is a great shade you can wear alone. It's more of like a peachy nude. So that's it right there. Very neutral. And then the last one is the color Embellishment, and this is just a really great undertone. I want to say like a purpley, I don't know, a purpley gray nude, if that makes any sense. And that is this color right here. I like it a lot. It's very nice on the lips. So that is it right there, that top color. But you can see it has those gray undertones. So those are the colors a little bit more closely. It's kind of hard to see because of the lighting, but you kind of get an idea of what I am talking about. So the next product I'm going to talk to you guys about is one from Too Faced. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. And I have 5 little like minis of this, and I actually just bought a full-size one because I've been loving it so much. Whenever I do my eyes, I reach for this. When I'm looking through my mascara drawer, I'm like literally looking until I stumble on one of these. So I was like, you love this product, like it's amazing. And before, I was never really a huge fan of it. I thought it was just a mediocre mascara, but I guess the more and more I've worked with it, I've grown to like it. And if you watch my channel, you know I do not like false lashes. So it's really important to have a good mascara. And I do believe that there's so many great mascaras in the drugstore for a fraction of the price. But this one really took me by surprise. I love this one. And I also love the Benefit Rollerball, and together they make the perfect combination on your eyelashes. They will make your eyelashes look so full. But I love the coating that this puts on my lashes. It makes them look so wispy. It makes them look really nice, and people always like ask me what kind of mascara I use, and lately it's been this one. So if it's not this one, it's the Rollerball or the L'Oreal Telescopic. Those are my 3 favorites as of now. But this one is incredible, and I definitely have been enjoying it. And I actually did buy the full-size one, so it's been really, really, really nice to have like so many little ones to go on trips with, and then like a full-size for when I'm home. But that really just goes to show how much I love it, because it is a little bit pricey, and I hate splurging on mascaras because it's just mascara. It's nothing like eyeshadow or blush. It's just mascara, but it really makes all the difference with my eyes, and I think it really helps with making my lashes pop and look more full and wispy. They almost look like false lashes. The next item I'm going to talk to you about is from Marc Jacobs. This is the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. And I've had this for a couple months, and I've been using it a lot lately, like the last 2 to 3 months. This is the foundation primer that I've been going for because it gives me such a smooth canvas. It doesn't mattify my skin or anything like that. It does kind of give me a little bit of a moisturizing aspect of it, but I love the way it goes on, and I love the way my foundation looks when I apply it on top of this, because it makes my skin look so healthy and glowy, but not oily. So, excuse me. So, you done? Alright, so that's why I've been loving it. I've been using it a lot. Like, it's pretty much like up to here, but it's such a great primer. So if you're somebody who's looking for a new primer, just get a sample and see if you like it. I've been really enjoying it. I feel like I can almost skip my moisturizer because it's so moisturizing on the skin. The next item that I love, and this one is like at the end, and this is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, cooling and hydrating, oil free, paraben free, blah 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 free. This is a really great product. I love the MAC Fix Plus setting spray, but I bought this one quite some time ago, and I've been using it on and off, and I finished the MAC Fix Plus, and I've been using this one solely, and I really like it. It just makes my makeup fuse to the skin so nicely, especially when you wear a lot of product on your face. The more and more products you put on your face, the cakier it can tend to look. So I love the way that this spray just makes everything like fuse together. It makes everything sit on the skin so nicely. I feel like when I wear a powder on top of my foundation, it doesn't look cakey because I always finish up with this guy, and it just makes the 2 products melt together to look more like skin and less like product. So that's why I've been loving it. It's almost done. The VIB Rouge sale ends today, and I should have bought more, but I didn't. But I do have some MAC Fix Plus. I just bought those. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this product. It's great. I know Jaclyn Hill uses this religiously, but I think it's great, and I've been using it on my clients as well because it's just so awesome. The next product I'm going to talk to you about is from MAC. This is a blush in the color Love Thing. Now, a long time ago on my channel, one of my subscribers, I do not remember, it's so long ago, had mentioned this blush, and she's like, get Love Thing, you're gonna love it. And she was so on point because I've been using this non-stop, like not just for this month, not just for last month, but like throughout time. I've been finding myself gravitating towards this blush. It's a mineralized blush, so it has these really nice finely milled flecks of shimmer in it, but it's just such a great tone. It's currently what I have on my cheeks today, and it just gives you the nicest glow with the nicest amount of mauve color. This is a color that is like totally up my alley. I love these types of shades, but I just love the way it applies to the skin. I love the way it looks. It just has been such a staple in my collection. And I find myself having to take it out my blush drawer and rotate other things in, or else I would just solely use this because I rotated it in like the last 2 months and I haven't been using my other blushes because I've just been gravitating towards this, and I feel like it goes with every single look that I can pair it with. So if you need just one blush in your life, just one, Love Thing is it, guys. Love Thing is the business. Moving on from that, I'm going to talk to you about a bronzer. Now, this bronzer is something that is just such a great product because there's just so many great aspects of it that make it incredible. And the first thing is it's affordable. It's a drugstore product. It's from Jane Cosmetics. This is the bronzing powder in Give. Whew. And I got this at Ulta, and they have, I think, 5 different shades of bronzers, and they're all completely matte. This is the second to darkest. I never have seen the darkest shade, but it is such an awesome bronzer. It's completely matte. It goes on so effortlessly. It doesn't look choppy. It doesn't have too much gray. It just has the great, like the perfect balance of warmth. And that's actually what I have on my face today as well. And it is such a great bronzing powder. I believe this is like $7 or $8. Like, especially like I mentioned before, Ulta always has coupons. Get this guy. Like, he's amazing. He goes on the skin really well. He blends out perfectly. I never have problems with it looking too like much on my face. It just gives me the perfect bronzy skin that I'm looking for, and it just adds the perfect amount of warmth to the skin. And I just cannot, I'll just go on forever about it. It's just such a great bronzer, and it's just so cheap, and it doesn't act or feel like a cheap product. It doesn't have like a weird smell. It doesn't go on horrible. It's just perfection. Perfection. And affordable. So, best part about it. The next product I'm going to mention is from Cover FX. This is the Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. This is in the color N70. I have been using this a lot. Like a lot. This is the business. It is great because it is just such a great coverage foundation. I love the way it applies to my skin. It gives me a glow. Sometimes I do need to set it with a powder because it's getting hotter in South Florida, and with the heat comes like more oil from me. So I do have to set like my T-zone or the places I typically get oily, but I love the coverage. It makes my face look flawless. And I love that about it. This is pretty much up there to me with the Estee Lauder Double Wear because it gives you great coverage, but it just makes you look so seamless. It doesn't make you look cakey, but it can look cakey, so just be careful. This works well with just a beauty blender, a brush. I've been using it all kinds of ways. The way I love to use this product is with a brush typically, and I love to throw some Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray on my brush and then just buff it out. So that's the way that I've been using it, but it's just such a great foundation, and the coverage is unbeatable. So if you have problematic skin, if you have blemishes, this is going to cover it. I don't have to ever go in with concealer to cover spots on my face. So I think that's one thing I love most about it, because it's just such a one-stop shop foundation, and I don't have to go in for like all these other products to get my skin to look like really nice and even. So look into this if you're looking for a great foundation. It is a little thick, I will admit, but you know, just blend it out. And like I said, when you mix it with like any setting spray, it's going to help thin it out a little bit, and that's what I love about it. Okay, so I have 3 more products for you guys. The next one is going to be from Lavanila. This is the Vanilla Lavender Healthy Deodorant. Now, I have been on this like completely natural organic kick for like the past 3 months. My husband has horrible allergens to everything, and it was just affecting like his eating and everything. So what I did was I cut off everything with hormones, with additives, with like processed things in it, and I went completely natural. I shop solely organic, and I buy typically most of my stuff from Whole Foods, and a lot of that has been such an improvement in both of our health. I feel like more energized. My husband does as well. We just do not feel like as drab, and he just hasn't had problems with like food allergens, and I really feel like it's just made such a difference in everything, like even with my skin and stuff like that. So I just have been on this kick, and I feel like sometimes it's just so easy to go overboard for me, especially because you kind of like see one thing and then you start reading one thing, and then you kind of like just everything just comes into perspective about America and how much we add stuff to our food. And you know, it's just disappointing. Like when you go to the store, to Publix, when you go to Costco, anywhere that you do your grocery shopping, just look for yourself at an organic chicken breast versus a natural chicken breast with no hormones, no additives, no anything, just like completely natural chicken breast. Like you will see the difference. Like a normal chicken breast that has all the additives is huge. It's like a really fat chicken breast. But the ones with no hormones is like this really tiny chicken breast. And to me, that just means a lot. And I just really have become so aware of my health when I've moved into the field that I've moved into as a nurse. You just see firsthand what diets and what foods do to people. Like I work in a cardiovascular ICU, and I just see that people have heart attacks, and they have like triple vessel disease, and they have to get open heart surgery because a lot of it has to do with unhealthy eating and just eating horrible foods for you. Like I could go on and on about it. Carli Bybel and her boyfriend actually posted a video, and I was like, yes, like I was like, go girl, because that video was everything to me. Like I completely side with like 90% of what she's saying. Like I'm not completely like grain free or vegan or anything like that, but I just agreed with what she was saying in that video, and I just feel like you guys should take a look. I will link it down below. Just for like food for thought. You don't have to be like completely organic. I know it's pricey, and I know it can be a little bit of an expensive thing to have in your life, but it just makes all the difference. It's your body, and if you want to preserve it, like I just feel like you will take into account what you put into your mouth and what you put in your body. And I don't know, that's just it. I bought this deodorant because when I was doing a lot of research and I was looking, when I was like starting my like healthy natural kick, I realized that deodorants have so much things in it that we don't even know what they are. Well, me personally, they have aluminum, they have just things I can't even pronounce, and I was like, this is crazy. And then I was researching, and I was like, you know, we have lymph nodes in our armpits, and as women, we shave, we expose that area. It's very open, we have pores there, and we're putting product in here on a daily basis, and we don't even know what it is, and it's soaking into our skin, and it's just not good. Like I was like, we're not using this anymore. Like I threw away all my deodorant, and I bought natural deodorant. So when me and my husband apply deodorant, this is what we use. It's great. I work out with it. When I get super sweaty, like I can definitely tell the difference between this and like Secret, because I feel like Secret's like a little stronger, but like I don't even care. I'm like, you know what, this is it. This is going to be it. It has no aluminum. It's 100% natural. It's just got really pure ingredients, and I think that it makes me feel better knowing that I'm not directly infusing things into my pores and into my body that are gonna pollute it. And yeah, it's just been such a great deodorant. I love this scent. This is in the color Vanilla Lavender, and it smells amazing. And I actually have gotten my best friend to buy it as well, because I was like, you need to stop using that crappy deodorant. So I'm just a little excessive sometimes, and this is it. But I mean, just definitely look into it. Just take a minute to just look into it. Like I talked to one of my subscribers, her name's Dominique, and I'm always like preaching at her. I'm like, buy organic food. I'm at Whole Foods right now, because I just feel like it's just so important, especially in corporate America. Like they do not care about our health, and they will do anything to make a buck, and mass producing is how you make money the quickest. And I just feel like in order to do that, they sacrifice, you know, nutrition, and they sacrifice health, and that's where we come into play because it affects us. That's why there's been an increase in autoimmune disease and an increase in cancers and things like that. I can go on forever and ever about that, but yeah, enough. This deodorant, it's the business. Just if you're someone who needs deodorant in their life and they're completely on health kick like me, this guy is everything. Sorry guys, I just feel very passionately about that, but whatever. So moving on from that, I'm going to talk about these brushes. These are the Sigma Duo Fiber. This is the powder brush. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I use this brush all the time. This is my favorite brush to apply highlight with. I love the way it applies the highlight because it doesn't make it look like bam, like a streak of highlight on your face. It just diffuses it, but it still makes the product appear on your face, and I love that about this, and I think it's just such a great brush. And highlighting can just go from 0 to 100 real quick, and this brush just makes it go on effortlessly, easy, flawless. Okay, flawless. And lastly is the Sigma powder brush. This is the F10. If you watch my channel, you know I used to always use this Sephora brush to apply my blush with. And a lot of people were asking me like, what blush brush are you using? And I would always try to look for it online, but I got it on sale and they no longer carry it. Or they had something very similar to it and it was like $30, which I thought was like over the top for a Sephora brush. And I got this Sigma brush collection, and this was one of the brushes in it, and I loved the way it applied my blush. It was the perfect size. It just disperses the product on so evenly. I've been using it non-stop, so anybody who has asked in the past about my blush brush, I have retired it. I still use it, but this is the one I've been gravitating towards, and it's such a great brush. So I'm sorry guys that I went off on a tangent about food, but it's something I really care about, and I care about you guys, and I care about people, obviously from my profession. So I just want us all to be healthy, and I want us to live to the best of our ability and be, you know, happy. So I hope you enjoyed this favorites video. I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.